The Bison Basketball Show with NDSU head coaches Dave Richman and Jory Collins. The Bison Basketball Show is presented by Gate City Bank for a better way of life and Pepsi.
All right, Bison Nation, welcome into a very special edition of the Bison Basketball Show. Along with Bison men's head coach Dave Richman, I'm Sam Neidermann. Great to have you with us. Coach, it's great to see you. We've been doing them all season long. We can finally say the Bison are Summit League champions. Congratulations.
I got some cramps right here in my jaw, Sam. Just all the smiling and the joy. And, yeah, please appreciate you and just everything. You know, I mean, it's a pilgrimage. We talk about it, being with the right people on an incredible journey. And got a proud coach. You got a happy coach. And thankful and grateful for a lot of people right now, Sam.
It's been a pretty crazy 36 hours here coming off of Sunday night's victory, hasn't it?
Sure, you can see the bags under my eyes, but those are third world problems right now. I mean, it's great. I mean, this is absolutely what you do it for. And again, going back to seeing the joy, the smiles, the tears of happiness, that's why I do it. And this game provides us a platform to make some special moments for a lot of special people. And certainly throughout the weekend, Thursday, Saturday, and obviously in particular Sunday night, a lot of special legendary moments.
Well, just getting started here in the month of March, Coach. You can't ask for anything better. The Bison Summit League champs here in 2026, and now getting set for the NCAA tournament. Let's take a look back at how it all happened. We'll start Thursday night. We always say it, Coach, it feels like a world away. The quarterfinals. This is against the 8 seed Oral Roberts, the first tournament game to get this run off and rolling.
Yeah, and this was an interesting game, Sam. And again, like you said, it does feel like an eternity ago. But Oral Roberts was coming in playing extremely well. Ty Harper was being, one of the more productive players, down the stretch in the Summit League. And just getting your feet under you in this environment with these circumstances can take a minute, especially when you got a new group. And I thought this game kind of played out like that. But at the end of the day, you can see just, some special moments by right there, 2 seniors and Damari's big shot. I think that calmed the waters for us a little bit. And there was a big moment when Oral Roberts pushed back and Damari hit a 3 and just kind of settled us back in, and just a great way for us to start the tournament.
Yeah, it was a 5-point game with 10 minutes to go. Damari hits that 3 to hit the lead back to 8, and then the Bison would close the door down the stretch. There's the senior Damari Wheeler-Thomas getting to the rim. The Bison extending the lead into double digits, and that would do it. The Bison advance out of the quarterfinals 76-65. You take a look at the final stats there, Coach. Guard play was terrific in this one with DWT at 18, and TC also at 17. Did a great job on Ty Harper.
Yeah, complete job by our group again, and you can see the balanced effort. And there's Noah obviously had a great tournament, and we got some terrific bigs. But this is March, and guard play is so big. And Damari threw out, and that really got started in this game, Sam.
The Bison advance. They would get the day off on Friday, then get set for the semifinals Saturday night. Let's take a look at how it all unfolded. The Bison taking on Omaha, last year's Summit League tournament champions. NDSU off to a roaring start. Coach, this was electric. 11-0 to open up the game. All got started with this transition play by Markai Strickland.
Yeah, we talk about a fire, and a fire starts somewhere. It's ignited somewhere. I thought Trayson Anderson was absolutely terrific, and then that allowed us to kind of springboard into some things. And Bison basketball this year at its best is when our defense is creating our offense. That play from Andy Takai was really special. And again, we set the tone. We were elite. To hold them to 50 points over the entire game against a very talented Omaha group was a special performance.
Yeah, you look at the Bison extending the lead to 17. Noah Feddersen with the dunk. Pick things up in the second half. 13-point game. Bison cleaned up the glass. I don't know how Trayson got this one to go.
Yeah, when we talk about opportunities there and give Trayson credit, go and grab that offensive rebound. And some nights when it's your night, it's your night. And it was certainly a Bison night. But we're not going to apologize for that either.
And one for Trayson Anderson. He would lead the Bison with 16 points in this game. Big 3 by Damari here once again. Coach, he's over 46% from 3 in his last 8 games.
Well, and again, what you don't see is a young man that he hasn't always shot the ball great, Sam, but he's stuck to it. He's been in the lab. And in crucial moments on big stages, he's been terrific, and fun to see Damari, be fruitful in all of his work here.
Yeah, NDSU just keeps on rolling. Another big dunk by Noah Feddersen, the 6th man of the year, the handshake line, and the Bison win it 74-50 over Omaha. NDSU now 10-1, coach, all-time in the semis at the Summit League tournament.
Pretty good mark. You know, when you surround yourself with incredible players and incredible people, you have a chance to do special things. And I think I love when you look at these stats that are up here, the balance, 16, 15, 11, other guys contributing in a bunch of other ways. And, you know, Fetty getting 2 double-doubles to start the tournament. Some great basketball from the Bison.
The Bison advanced to the championship game, their 10th appearance in the title game in the last 14 years. And of course, we all know how it ends. We're going to show you that when we come back. Our first time out here on the Bison Basketball Show. When we return, NDSU against UND. Couldn't write a better script for the in-state rivals. And the Bison going for the Summit League crown. We'll have the highlights next.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. ATM fee refunds and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
PetroServe USA gets the job done, giving you a peace of mind for all your propane needs. We provide scheduled home delivery, competitive pricing, and expert customer service from our knowledgeable techs. Call or go online today to learn more about our propane services and how convenient it is to order and pay online at PetroServeUSA.com. Your member-owned cooperative, PetroServe USA, helping America fuel better. USA. Call today.
A fender bender, a big idea, the next chapter.
Different days have different needs,
but they all start the same way.
with one call to First Western.
Banking.
Insurance. Trust.
Not departments, just different ways we show up for the same people.
First Western, all under one roof, all in your corner. You can bank on us.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. ATM fee refunds and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Welcome back, Bison Basketball Show. Sam Neidermann, Dave Richman here with you. Coach, before we jump into the highlights of Summit League Championship game, take me into the mentality that you guys had the night before.
Yeah, we talked about it, and you were in some of those conversations. We talked about not just surviving, going out and live. And if this game wasn't going to be big enough Sunday night, now you're playing your in-state rival, and you're going to see the, Paul Saylor did an incredible job this year, and you're going to see them for the third time in, almost less than 2 weeks. But it was about us, and it was about our guys being in the right mindset and just understanding that the sooner that you can go out and play Bison basketball, the better.
It was the two shades of green. Let's see which one comes out on top. NDSU and UND. Ball is up. You just got to love it. It was a fun start to this one. Intense battle between the Bison and the Fighting Hawks. Markai in the paint, able to spin it home, make it 7-7. This three by Andy Coach gave the Bison the first lead of the game.
Yeah, and again, it's you go back to our prior 2 games against North Dakota up at their place. It took us about a half, and you know, when at the end of the season in our senior day, it took us about 10-12 minutes. They just play such a chaotic style, and they're playing really tough, and you could see Zach Kraft really got going. But our guys settled in like I would expect, and had a nice end of the half, and got up 8, and were able to just kind of hang on and make some big-time winning plays down the stretch.
Yeah, here it is, 30-30, late first half, but the Bison finish it out, 8-0 run. Tay Smith caps it with a 3.
Yeah, Tay Smith was a big spark for us, obviously, in the first half, and he did that too in senior day. And nice when you have a guy like that can space the floor and really shoot it in for you.
4 3-pointers for Tay Smith in the first half. Bison leading it by 5. Second half, Markai climbing the ladder for the slam, 49-41 Bison. Demario Wheeler-Thomas attacking the rim with no fear. He lays it in. Bison up by 7. Trayson Anderson, big shot. Just everybody stepping up down the stretch.
I'm not sure that kid has a conscience, and there's sometimes that frustrates me, Sam. Most of the time, doesn't bother me one bit, and you know, he's not scared of a moment like right there. Pretty cool to see.
And here we go, closing time. Damari in the corner. Huge, biggest shot of his Bison career so far.
No doubt, and the best part about it is his conviction to just let it rip. He had just missed a shot before, and for him to step up, seize the moment like that, a legendary play from Damari.
He gets fouled in the process as well, and he went to the line and tried for the 4-point play. Unfortunately, free throw did not go. UND making a late run at it. It was a 13-point Bison lead. They cut it down to 4, but here's the big moment. Noah Feddersen with the dagger.
Kind of a play that sums us up right there. You know, Damari's explosiveness to get feet in the paint, hits TC. TC does what he does all year and makes the right selfless basketball play, and still have goosebumps, Sam. Like, what an incredible moment for Noah Feddersen, who's stuck around here. He's paid the price. He's been through the adversity this year, and that emotion right there, that's why you coach college basketball, Sam.
So cool for Fetty, and the Bison win it, 70-62, North Dakota State. Summit League champions again, 6th time in school history, and going back to the NCAA tournament. The celebration of the confetti, it doesn't get much better.
Yeah, some of these I still even haven't seen, but it's a sum of all of our parts. And to see the joy, the jubilation, you know, on Jake Peters or James Buchanan, and obviously our guys, Sam, you know, really cool special moments. And I think at the end of the day, that game was a microcosm of our season. You look at the balanced effort, you look at how, and again, not taking anything away from North Dakota, but they punched back, and then we relied on our superpower down the stretch and made some big-time winning basketball plays.
The Bison champions, as you look at the final stats, a school record 27 wins on the season, Coach.
Yeah, and again, you get caught up in going to the NCAA tournament, but it's we talk about a pilgrimage. It's a journey, and there's 4, 5, 6 months. You go back to June, July, it's 9 months, and the best basketball season in NDSU basketball history. Really proud of this group. Pleased to be a part of it.
No doubt. Also, Damari with 1,000 career points in his Bison career. Pretty awesome milestone.
Not a bad way to go out, right? Yeah. A champion, 1,000 points, MVP. And not well-deserved, well-earned from Damari.
Awesome to see. All right, Coach, we're going to take one more time out of here. When we come back, we'll sneak a peek at the NCAA tournament for the Bison. NDSU dancing again. We'll see what's next as NDSU prepares for Selection Sunday and the big dance.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up, always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
Hey, grab me one too.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. ATM fee refunds and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Welcome back to the Bison Basketball Show. Sam Neidermann, Dave Richman here with you. Coach, all right, here we go. Just getting started. Getting ready for the big dance, the NCAA tournament on the horizon. We'll have Selection Sunday here later on this week. Take us through what these next few days will look like.
When you work this hard at something for this long, Sam, we're going to take our time and we're going to enjoy it, especially, in a longer week when we don't know who our opponent is. And, sitting here Monday and Tuesday and still just nothing. Really just the smiles, the joy, the tribulations of going through this season. We're going to make sure and enjoy it. And, as we get back as a group Wednesday, we'll start to move them around a little bit, but then we have bigger aspirations than just winning the Summit and being in the NCAA tournament. We want to win games in the NCAA tournament. If we're going to have a chance to do that, we have to prepare the right way, and that'll start Thursday and Friday, and then we'll see then Sunday. And you can speculate a lot of where we're going to go, who we're going to play, and I know that's fun. It really is, but I'm going to stay present, keep our guys present, so when we figure it out, we're prepared.
No doubt. Coach, it's going to be a quick turnaround as you get a look at some of the Bison teams of old that have gone to the big dance. Always love it when you get to see Woody's shot back in '09. But this is a quick turnaround. You're going to get Selection Sunday, and if you're playing on Thursday, you're a couple days later, you're flying out. So you've been a part of this process before. What's kind of one of the takeaways you've learned to execute well?
And enjoy it. Be present each and every moment, right? You sit back and you experience things like that, and I can't think about Fetty's shot being in the folklores of Woody's and Taylor's right there. But this will be a longer week. But to your point, Sam, when Sunday hits, it's going to go fast, and that's why we need to have our guys prepared from a Bison basketball standpoint. Our staff will grind Sunday night and Monday morning in particular as we get the game plan into our guys and prepare, because no matter if we play Thursday, I'm assuming we're going to move Tuesday next week. If we play Friday, I'm assuming we'll move Wednesday. Some of that is out of our control, and what can we control? We can control the moments as we prepare.
Well, Coach, we cannot wait. It's going to be an awesome ride here. Thanks so much for your time. Congratulations again on the Summit League Championship. Looking forward to dancing.
Appreciate you being along for the ride. Go Bison.
Go Bison indeed. Coach Dave Richman with us on the Bison Basketball Show. We'll take another break. When we come back, Jory Collins joins us as we talk Bison women's hoops with their run in the Summit League tourney and getting ready for the postseason.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. ATM fee refunds and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Hey, grab me one too.
PetroServe USA gets the job done, giving you a peace of mind for all your propane needs. We provide scheduled home delivery, competitive pricing, and expert customer service from our knowledgeable techs. Call or go online today to learn more about our propane services and how convenient it is to order and pay online at PetroServeUSA.com. Your member-owned cooperative, PetroServe USA, helping America fuel better. USA. Call today.
Since Nodak Insurance Company started, we've gone from paying by mail to paying online. Your proof of insurance in the glove box has changed to a quick tap to our online app. And as new technologies make farming more efficient, our coverage ensures you're always protected. The way we live and work has changed, but our values, service, and commitment have remained the same. Nodak is constantly evolving to meet your insurance needs and deliver answers where and when you need them most. Nodak Insurance Company. Agents with answers.
A fender bender. A big idea. The next chapter.
Different days have different needs.
But they all start the same way.
With one call to First Western.
Banking.
Insurance. Trust.
Not departments, just different ways we show up for the same people.
First Western. All under one roof, all in your corner. You can bank on us.
All right, everybody, welcome back on in Bison Basketball Show. Sam Neidermann here. So pleased to be joined by Bison women's basketball head coach Jory Collins as we wrap things up. Jory, great to see you. Long weekend in Sioux Falls, all the way to another title game. Congratulations on a great run, but unfortunately just came up short there in that final.
Yeah, it was obviously didn't end the way we wanted to, Sam, and a lot of that's just, you know, what's on the line in that big game on Sunday. I was really pleased with how our team showed up for the week, how we prepared going into it, how we played the first two games, and I thought we battled in the championship game against NDSU too. And it, you know, it's a 5-point game with 2.5 minutes to go, and just didn't make the plays down the stretch to pull out a victory there. But overall, I was pleased with our team's performance and excited about it.
Yeah, right there for the Bison as they went for a chance at the NCAA tournament. Why don't we take a look back at how the entire weekend unfolded in Sioux Falls. Jory, we'll start with this quarterfinal, which feels like forever ago, against Omaha on Thursday. It was the Marissa Frost show. She was amazing in this game.
Yeah, you know, she came out. We didn't have Jossie in this game. We're trying to get through it without Jocelyn from her ankle injury the week before, and Marissa Frost stepped up big time. Had an unbelievable game and super efficient from the floor. Played terrific defense as well. You see in Avery here, you know, everybody talked about Avery went down in the first minute on her first basket, rolled an ankle pretty good, bounced back in that game, and I think finished 9 for 10 from the field. But you can see Marissa just super efficient in that game, was really, really good.
She was doing everything, getting to the basket, knocking down the 3-ball here for the top of the key, and the Bison just pouring it on. How about the resilience you saw in this one, Jory? As you mentioned, Avery with her injury early, to come out there and to fight and be so gritty.
Yeah, I think one of those things, when it happens in the game, you know, you come off, you get it taped up, and then adrenaline's going, you're in the tournament, you stop thinking about it, and then there you go. You know, you just play and play and play.
Yeah, and then you look at this semifinal. That's what everybody was talking about coming into it. I'd say the ankle looked pretty good. Avery Coonan delivering a new career high. The Bison fans loving it. Molly Lenz with the pull-up jumper. This was a battle in the first half, kind of a defensive game in this St. Thomas semifinal, Coach. But then in the second half, Avery just sees it all the way.
Yeah, I mean, what a performance coming off that ankle and then being able to come out and get a career high and really set the tone for us that day was really good.
That would take the Bison to championship Sunday. The automatic bid in the NCAA tournament on the line. We picked things up here in the first half. 3-ball was working, Jory. You got a few of them early.
Well, just against this particular team, I mean, it's just something to beat them, you have to be able to make threes the way they pack it in and play defense. And we just needed about 2 more to go, Sam, in the second half. And I thought we had some really good looks, but just didn't knock down shots at the rate that we needed to finish it.
7-point game late first half. Carrington Asp, she was in double figures off the bench going hard in the paint. Bison down by 7. This was a big one from Marissa to make it a 4-point game at half.
Yeah, good execution there at the end of the half to put it in 4 points and really just say, hey, we're in a good spot. Didn't play our best, but we're right there, you know, going into the second half, and we've normally been a really good second half team.
Picked things up in the third quarter. NDSU got off to a really nice start in this third quarter. Avery Coonan finishing over Brooklyn Meyer. That made it 32-32. Tie game late third quarter rather. Molly Lenz, she had 12 points in this game, knocked down 4 triples. Bison going to the fourth within reach. Down by 7. Here's Molly again. She played her heart out in this
She
one.
did, and we asked her to step into a bunch of shots on that day. She ends up going 4 for 9 from 3, great percentage. Something that we asked her to do and had to do, she did it at a high level.
Yeah, you look at the last 2 minutes, as you said, Jory, the Bison right there within reach. Carrington Asp, huge finish, but the and one play. But unfortunately, SDSU ends up closing out the Bison there in the last couple of minutes, and NDSU falls in that Summit League championship game. As you said, Jory, obviously not the result you're looking for. Just how has it been these last couple of days processing it and, turning the page?
Yeah, we gave the girls a couple days off and just, shut it down mentally and physically here for a couple days. That's a grinder of a tournament, being there for 4 or 5 nights and, playing 3 games in 4 days. But we'll be excited to get back to practice tomorrow. We have more basketball to play. We already know that. We'll have an opportunity potentially as an at-large NCAA tournament team. It's probably not a great chance, but I know we'll be in the discussion. And if we're not, then we're going to be potentially a 1 seed in the WBIT tournament. So we got some basketball to play, and we're going to be playing good teams regardless. So I'm still excited about this group.
Yeah, postseason right around the corner for the Bison. Jory, you mentioned the at-large. The Bison, when you look at all the projections, bracketology, they're right there in the mix. What would be your pitch, your case to have this team in the big dance?
Yeah, I just think, winning 23 games in a row, going 3 months without a loss, having a player of the year, having a defensive player of the year. There's some things there in comparison to other teams that are similar to us that the numbers are in our favor. And so you just hope, again, it's a committee of people sitting there talking about, they don't know you from Adam. They're looking at numbers and some of those things. And so it's a lot out of your hands, so you're hoping that they see it the way you see it. But regardless, I would like to say, Sam, this team has elevated our program. Continually have, and 1 loss in a big game in the conference tournament championship isn't going to define our group or our season on what we've done this year. So I'm looking forward to, like we did last year, ending on a high note and continuing to get better.
Yeah, we'll see how things shake out. Selection Sunday right around the corner for the NCAA tournament. And as Jory mentioned, the WBIT right there. Bison would be a 1 seed. There's a potential for home games if it's the BIT, correct?
I think, the way they seed it out, if you are a top seed, and usually it's the first 4 out of the tournament, out of the NCAA tournament, have a chance to be 1 seeds almost automatically in the WBIT. Usually you get a home game if you're a 1 seed. So there is a potential for us to be in the shack again for 1, maybe even 2.
That's awesome. Well, Jory, as we wrap things up, you look at this squad, is going to get a postseason opportunity no matter what. But here on the Bison Basketball Show, your summation of what this year has meant to you for Bison basketball.
Yeah, it's been 7 years here, Sam, and we've tried our best to continue to elevate and keep our arrow pointing up. I think this team obviously did that throughout the course of the last 3 or 4 months, and we're getting better and better. And we have a terrific group of players that are going to be returning, that are underclassmen, that are going to continue to elevate this program. So this has been one of the most rewarding seasons I've had as a coach, with the quality of players, the quality of people that you get to be around every day. So it's been a lot of joy. Obviously, it's hard to lose when you lose big ones, and that bothers you a lot, but the overall sense of this year has been really fantastic.
It's been a magical ride, my friend. Appreciate you joining us here on the show all season long. We'll be looking forward to seeing what the postseason looks like, Jory.
Sounds good. Thanks, Sam.
Jory Collins here with us on the Bison Basketball Show as we wrap things up. That's going to do it for us. Thanks so much for joining us all year long. Be on the lookout for the Bison in March as they get ready for postseason basketball. For Jory, Coach Richman, and our entire crew, I'm Sam Neidermann. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, go Bison.
The Bison Basketball Show is presented by Gate City Bank for a better way of life, and Pepsi.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.